This is Lauren Dalvia. I'm an astrologer and a spiritual teacher here at Bene Mudra. And this is an astrological update for November 8th through the 14th. Actually, that's not correct. No, it is correct. I'm going to start again. Take two. Hi, everyone. This is Lauren Dalvia. I'm an astrologer here at Bene Mudra, and this is an astrological update for November 8th through the 14th. So I'm just going to, we've just had a crazy week, obviously. I will say to everybody, whatever side of things you're on, just to know that it's going to be a really intense and kind of crunchy couple of months. The Mercury was in retrograde, stationing direct, and was dead stopped in the sky on election day, quite similar to the way it was in 2000, which ended which ended several months later with a court case, Bush v. Gore. So it went all the way to the Supreme Court, and the results weren't clear for a little while. So I just do let everybody know that there's gonna be some twists and turns in the next couple of months, especially between now and December 16th, and then around January 6th. This thing, in my opinion, is either going to the Supreme Court or to the House of Representatives. So it's just, there's a lot of crunchy energy. So just be mindful of that. November 12th, there's going to be this final Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. The previous two conjunctions occurred on April 4th and on June 30th. So we now have a conclusion to the expansion of transformation, the surge of power or shadow issue. So we want to be careful. We want to be really careful and be mindful of COVID, of things being amplified, but also to know that this is an energy that is kind of wrapping up. Think about what was going on April 4th. It was like kaboom, the shifts that were happening in terms of what was going on with all of this, with the pandemic, and then again on June 30th. So this is kind of like the end of that energy. November 15th, which is like right after the cycle ends, is going to deliver a powerful new moon in the sign of Scorpio. That's also quite expansive. The growth of something new and hopeful is suggested here. So I'm going to give a little update for each sign of the zodiac, but those are some things for everybody to bear in mind. So Aries, so Venus is in your partnership sector, and that's opposite Mars retrograde in your sign. This is representing a relationship turning point driven by your actions or your return to previous actions. So what can you do, what you do can attract or trigger an ending, depending on your level of patience and focus and awareness. So either way, you're the one with the power. Watch for Mars direct in your sign to push you past a block and increase your energy or speed things up. I forgot to mention at the beginning of my forecast that next week Mars also, which has also been retrograde for the last longer than Mercury, for several weeks, like 6 weeks, is going direct. So Aries, Mercury is returning to your sector of shared resources. That's going to activate issues from October 26th to the 27th as you finalize research or a sensitive conversation involving shared finances or intimacy or matters of psychology. The new moon in this sector is opening a positive door, which allows you to go deeper, get closer, or access hidden resources. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is in your career sector, is the final stage of growth and opportunity from the April 4th and the June 30th. What expands now will remain. So this favors a promotion, a new career path, or big improvements to an existing career path. Taurus, Venus is in your sector of routine. That's opposite this Mars retrograde, and that's suggesting a hidden or unconscious action that can drive a result or an ending in the areas of health, daily work, obligations to others. So what happens behind the scenes will be essential to your external balance. Mars is going to go direct in your hidden sector, and that can present a subtle but significant shift as a submerged block or unconscious refusal to move forward is overcome. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is in your sector of opportunities, and that is the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. So that's issues involving travel, legal matters, education, publishing. They can be cemented as you venture into new territory and expand your faith and knowledge in a new way. Gemini, Venus is in your sector of self-expression opposite Mars retrograde, and that's public actions challenging what you want or how you express yourself. Social energy can be edgy as it disrupts your balance. An attraction or public display may not work as you'd hoped. Mars is going direct in your social sector, and that can push you past this difficult situation. Mercury is returning to your sector of routine, and like it's kind of like reactivating issues from October 26th and 27th. Once again, you'll be looking at a health or work issue, but you should have more information and a better sense of what needs to be discussed in order to correct. This new moon is in your routine sector, and that promises a hopeful new chapter. I love this moon for Gemini. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is in your sector of shared resources. That's in the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. So your confirmation of a financial or emotional issue can involve an all or nothing situation. So you may end up giving or receiving more than anticipated. A psychological breakthrough will involve increased power and perception. Cancer. Venus is in your domestic sector opposite this Mars retrograde. It signals a tense conclusion to a home or career issue. Ambitions, personal actions, or a push from someone in authenticity will challenge your domestic balance. You're not defenseless, but you do have to measure your responses. Think before you react. Mars is going direct in your career sector, and that signals the return of ambition and progress in a job search and motivation to succeed at work. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is going to be in your relationship sector. That's the final stage of growth with from April 4th and from June 30th. A partner or a competitor can increase their power and their success, which will reflect your desire for more. If you work together, this can be a time of mutual growth. The new moon in Scorpio in your sector of self-expression is suggesting the growth of a new attraction or positive energy in an existing relationship. So romance or joy or satisfaction, it can increase. But Venus in your domestic sector is in a kind of a cautious place with this new moon. So you want to watch for power struggles with a partner. The partner's desire for power or control can feel a bit overwhelming. So just want to watch out for that. Leo, Venus is in your communication sector opposite Mars retrograde. That's delivering an answer or an announcement that challenges what you want. You may find it difficult to maintain the polite facade or a positive mindset. But anxiety, can increase with this. So you want to focus on your immediate environment rather than distant issues that you can't control. Mars is going direct in your opportunity sector, and it can see you moving past this anyway as you embrace a risk or pursue the next result. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is in your sector of routine in the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. Health, daily routine, or work can receive like this nice boost of energy and change as you take on more while committing to yourself to a new lifestyle. In terms of this new moon, the new moon is going to be in your sector of, domesticity, and that's going to reactivate something from the end of October 26th, 27th. That's information about the past, a home business, relocation, a family issue. This can mean progress, hopeful new developments on a practical or physical level. Virgo. Venus is in your sector of personal resources opposite this Mars retrograde. That suggests that events that are out of your control may push you uncomfortably. Finances and values may be challenged by another or by your own sort of simmering anger or frustration. So much of what happens will be instinctive or hidden. So it can be helpful if you pause before you react or spend any money. Mars is going to go direct in your sector of shared resources. So that's going to offer you progress at a deep level regarding what you share with another, what you owe, or how you tackle your own fears. You're going to want to watch for a surge or courage or even anger. And, and just be able to kind of manage that, turn that over to the divine or temper that. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction in your sector of self-expression is in the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. A romantic or creative issue can solidify into something really nice as your power and confidence increase. But if this energy is distorted, you might find yourself committing to overindulgence or an unhealthy obsession. So just keep an eye on what's growing. The new moon is going to be in your communication sector, so that's going to open a hopeful new door as you receive a desired response or uncover something like, juicy or intriguing. And that's sort of like also reactivating something from around October 26th or 27th. Libra. Venus is in your sign, and that's opposing the Mars retrograde. That suggests relationship challenges as a partner or a competitor pushes you to a point of imbalance. That's super juicy this week for Libras. A result or an ending can be quite stressful. You may feel attacked or bullied, even if the other person is not acting openly. Remember your boundaries, very, very important, and consider if you're projecting all the power onto them. So Mars is going to go direct in your relationship sector. So you can get a partnership moving again towards its inevitable conclusion. This is good news. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction on the 13th is going to be in your domestic sector, and that's in the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. Change and expansion at home with family involving renovation or relocation can be confirmed as an essential part of a new foundation is completed. This new moon is going to be in your area of personal resources. So this is a discussion about finances and resources can pick up again. The new moon is going to suggest hopeful expansion. Domestic finances or family security look especially good for Libra or Libra rising. So you just want to be careful. Venus is also in your sign and it's squared the ruler of this moon, Scorpio. So that can trigger like difficult to control impulses driven by insecurity or jealousy. So don't allow issues from the past or involving family to disrupt what you know is best for you. Scorpio. Venus is in your hidden sector opposite Mars retrograde. That indicates external actions involving health or work. They will hit you on an unseen level. A private attraction or desire can be disrupted by this reality check result. Mars is going to go direct in your sector of routine, and that suggests the return of energy and stamina, which is great. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction in your communication sector is the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. New knowledge, a change in opinion, or a new project can be confirmed as your words and ideas gain power through depth and commitment. So it's definitely the sign of the planet Mercury is going to return to your sign as well. And that's going to reactivate issues from October 26th and 27th. Now you can move forward with full knowledge and the power of insight at your disposal. So it's time to speak out. This new moon is going to be in your sign of Scorpio, and it's going to offer encouragement as hopeful new ideas point you towards the future. This favors good news or your ability to convince others. So you just want to be, you want to also pay attention to secrets and what you've been avoiding as well, that this moon can stir up hidden and compulsive desires that can result in internal unrest. So there's a lot of great stuff with this moon, but you just want to be careful to know that stuff can be unearthed. So to just know what it is if it comes out and grabs you. Sagittarius. Venus is in your social sector opposite Mars retrograde. That delivers jarring kind of social results based on your efforts to express and assert yourself. A romantic or a creative issue will be public and perhaps upsetting in just public more than anything, just like visible. Your efforts to gain attention for what you're passionate about will succeed, but your social image may be denied, friendships may be impacted. Image is something that, you want to be mindful of. Mars is going direct in your sector of self-expression, and that can see you charging ahead despite what I just said, as you decide to move on. You just sort of keep going. Sagittarius, just keep going right now. There's a lot of grace moving through you despite heavy stuff in the last couple of years. It's a good time for Sagittarius. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction in your sector of personal resources is in the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. A new and improved approach to money or values can increase your security and it can increase your bank account. However, if this energy is distorted there, there can be an expansion of unhealthy habits, which can lead to overspending or fixation on material goods and even underspending. So you just want to watch out for balance, but it's kind of like, if you take care of yourself, you keep your numbers, you do your vision. This is a really good time for like a culmination of, a gentleness and an arrival, through what you may have struggled with financially over the past 7 months, perhaps peaking in early April and the end of June. Mercury is returning to your hidden sector. That's reactivating issues from October 26th and 27th. The investigation of secrets can continue, or you may find that once again, it's time to step back and deeply consider your words. The new moon is in this hidden sector. It's going to encourage introspection and healing. Silence can be rejuvenating. It's an excellent time to do extra meditation. So you just don't want to allow fears or cravings to drive your behavior is all. Capricorn, Venus is in your career sector opposite Mars retrograde. That suggests that domestic actions or arguments may drive a successful conclusion at work. Your professional image or relationship may be impacted by what you do in your private life. Mars is going to go direct in your domestic sector, and that signals progress regarding a relocation, a family matter, or any construction at home. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is in your sign, and it's in the final stage of growth from the April 4th and the June 30th. A project or a lifestyle change can crystallize as a positive increase of power or success. Don't be afraid to take this one as far as you can. Like, it's time to go, go, go if you're a Cap. Mercury is going into your social sector. That's reactivating whatever was going on October 26th and 27th. A conversation with friends or a public announcement may continue, and the new moon in your sector, your social sector, suggests a positive new chapter driven by your ambitions and goals and desire to expand. A good time for Capricorn. Aquarius, Venus is in your sector of opportunities opposite Mars retrograde. That suggests jarring results in the area of travel, education, legal matters, publishing, broadcasting, long-distance romance. Your intensified efforts to speak out or act on an idea may not deliver what you were hoping for. Mars is going direct in your communication sector, and that suggests that you will move forward with renewed vigor and assertiveness. Perhaps you will be cutting your losses and finding your voice. This Jupiter-Pluto conjunction on the 13th is in your hidden sector. That's in the final stage of growth from April 4th and June 30th. A background shift of power and transformation can provide increase in faith or intensified assistance from an unexpected source. However, in some cases, there can be an expansion of paranoia or unexplored fears. So you want to really take care of yourself. Mercury is returning to your career sector, and that's reactivating issues from the 26th and 27th of October. So a discussion with management or a professional announcement or a decision will once again be an issue. And the new moon in Scorpio is going to be in that career sector. It's going to offer you an encouraging path forward as future goals get an extra boost from hidden assistance. So you just want to, the planet Venus is squared Scorpio during this new moon. So that can trigger unbalanced and stressful scenarios in the areas of travel, education, legal, publishing, and long distance romance. So just pay attention to hidden compulsions and background manipulation, and just take extra care of yourself. But it's a nice placement. It's a nice placement this week for Aquarius. And finally, Pisces. Venus is in your sector of shared resources opposite Mars retrograde. That is suggesting that your efforts to survive, earn, or assert your values can deliver a tense result involving shared finances or intimacy. So pushing too hard can disrupt someone's trust, but it may be time for you to step up and declare what's right for you. So it's extra meditation time, listen to what the higher is trying to tell you. Mars is going direct in your sector of personal resources. It's great for getting your mojo back. It's great for renewing efforts to put yourself and your survival first. The Jupiter-Pluto conjunction on November 13th is in your social sector in the final stage of growth from April 4th, and from June 30th. So changes in your social image or a transformation of your faith in the collective can solidify as you explore a new social group, or alternatively, as you strike out on your own. The launch of a new project can have a significant impact publicly, and that can be in the public, or it can just be with pitching something, within business. Mercury is returning to your opportunities sector. That's reactivating issues from October 26th and 27th, as travel, legal matters, education, broadcasting, and long distance romance once again claim your attention. An official agreement can be concluded, and this new moon in Scorpio in this sector of opportunities offers an expansive new chapter as you can venture into new territory. So also Venus is square Scorpio at the time of this moon, and that can stir up deep compulsions, fear, or possessiveness as social prompts impact your most private life. So just use extra caution around finances and take good care of yourself. That is the update. My name is Lauren Dalvia. I can be found on Instagram at Lauren1111, and at 1111 Guided are my personal and business accounts, and you spell out the words 11 in all of those. I can also be found at BeneMudra.com, and I'm available for astrological consultation and spiritual teaching. And